Okay, so based on what I've been researching in the law, I asked, based on his activities with the CIA, would it be considered a terrorist activity because it's how it's defined by law? Obviously, the answer is no. His activities fighting alongside the CIA would not be considered terrorist activity in a moral or practical sense. However, in U.S. immigration law, the definition of terrorist activity is extremely broad, and yes, his background could legally fall under it, even though he fought with U.S. forces. And this is why it's kind of confusing for people. But as it states in U.S. immigration law, is that under the terrorism-related inadmissibility grounds, otherwise known as TRIG, any armed group, any non-state militia, any paramilitary unit, any group that engages in violence, any group not officially part of a recognized government is classified as a Tier 3 terrorist organization. This is even true if the group was U.S. trained, if the group was U.S. funded, if the group fought the Taliban, if the group acted under CIA direction, if the U.S. considered them even allies. The law doesn't distinguish between good militias and bad militias. So legally, this unit could trigger TRIG. If someone served in NDS 0 units, like he did, Cost Protection Force, or other CIA-linked Afghan strike teams, then under U.S. immigration law, they have provided material support, engaged in armed hostilities, operated within a non-state military organization, and therefore can be barred under TRIG, the terrorism section of U.S. immigration law. This is why thousands of Afghan commandos struggled to get their visas even though they fought with the U.S. forces. So it's important to state, is he a moral or practical terrorist? No. Well, as of right now, yeah. It's just based on how the law states it. Pretty black and white. So bottom line, because of him violating a lot of these things through TRIG, even though he fought with us and he was an ally, that doesn't mean that he wouldn't have been barred. He would have been barred. They wouldn't allow it. That's if he was fully vetted, but he wasn't. Yes, they got biometrics. Yes, they got the date of birth. Yeah, they got that, but they didn't get all the other information about his activity with the CIA.